It was supposed to deal the metro area no more than a glancing blow.
Instead, some areas got a knockout punch from this latest winter storm to sweep across the state. Good evening. We have live team coverage of the storm.
Jim Winchester is in the hard-hit East Mountains where driving is treacherous tonight, and Jeff Todd is keeping an eye on the rest of the metro. But we begin with meteorologist Travis Christie. He's tracking the latest.
Well, Mike and Jess, we have winter weather advisories stretching across a good portion of the state, mainly out towards the northwest, but we've seen some of these extend down to the Sacramento Mountains. Now, these are in effect through tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. Some of our heaviest snow obviously has occurred already in some of the mountain regions. Also to mention, up in the Four Corners, up around Durango, we have winter storm warnings posted up here in this general area through the same time period. So as we take a look at the satellite and radars, show you what's going on, the current situation right now in and around the Rio Grande valleys, we're seeing some pretty heavy snow continuing up to the Sandias and Manzanos. We've got some more snow on the west side of Bernalillo County. That's going to be drifting on in throughout the overnight. That's why we're still under the gun, why we still have that winter weather advisory in effect for the next little while. Meanwhile, as we zoom out a little bit further, you can see what we're dealing with down towards the south, and we've already seen some pretty good snow forming down towards the Sacramento Mountains, so something to keep aware of there. There you go around Carrizozo, Ruidoso, seeing some snow showers. Right now, we're getting some photos, and I just want to remind people that we are accepting photos. This is out of Ruidoso. Actually, this is the webcam, and we've seen some significant snow already falling in just in the last hour or so, and you can see snow piling up on the camera. Now, we're going to track this storm coming up. We're going to tell you how much you can expect in the overnight hours, and we got to look at your New Year's Eve evening forecast coming up.
Drivers on I-40 east of Albuquerque have been dealing with near whiteout conditions. It's been snowing hard there all night. News 13's Jim Winchester is live near Cedillo Hill with the latest. Jim?
And Jessica, the good news tonight is that for the most part, drivers have been paying attention and taking their time going through I-40. Now, of course, the biggest areas of concern along I-40, always the mountains and along Tijeras Pass. Now, we wanted to give you a little bit of a perspective from a driver's point of view of what it's like out there tonight. These pictures were taken just a short time ago, and it's pretty much the same way right now at this hour. Now, just off the interstate, forget it. And we're seeing accumulations on the road. The snow plows are out trying to keep up, but this snow has been coming down quickly, and it's been doing so since before sunset. Now, the smartest thing we might have seen earlier tonight, trucks and RVs parked for the night behind a gas station here on Cedillo Hill. Several groups of drivers from the north headed for warmer temperatures and dry roads have found that, yes, New Mexico does get snow.
I wasn't expecting it coming out this way, but it's a little bit of an inconvenience because we need to be in Arizona tomorrow by 2 to have our gas turned on.
We wanted to get to Phoenix. We left Minnesota to get away from this stuff. Bad as I've ever seen them, and I drive truck for a living. This stuff is bad. It's slippery. The temperature, it's just warm enough where, yeah, I was glad to be here.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise for everyone out there tonight. But again, good news is that there's been no major incidents here in Tijeras and along I-40. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Jim. The blast of snow also left its mark in this side of the Sandias.
Some parts of the Albuquerque area saw a few inches from today's storm. News 13's Jeff Todd is live downtown. Jeff?
Yeah, Michael, some parts of town did report a few inches, but really the snow didn't start piling up until the sun set and the temperatures dropped.
It's a little dizzy sometimes when the snow's blowing sideways to make sure that you stay focused on the road. That's all you really can do.
Along I-25 north of Bernalillo, the snow's starting to make for dangerous conditions.
Driving's a little sketchy. About 10 minutes back, you couldn't really see it to slow down to sort of 40 on the interstate here. So it's a little bit, the visibility was low. It's a little scary.
Heading north, drivers said it was near whiteout conditions.
It seemed like everybody was taking it pretty cautious, trying not to drive too close to each other and leaving some space in case it was slick.
Some drivers said that wasn't the case in the heights near I-40 and Tramway.
I think the last 30 miles would start getting heavy.
Dennis is part of a convoy driving from North Dakota to Arizona. They say the roads are dangerous coming in from the east. And like any snowstorm, they've got advice to go around.
It's wet, slushy. And all the big truckers out there were kind of nice because you could pull up behind them and they kind of blow the slush away when they're driving out and made it a little bit easier.
Everybody wants to go the speed limit. So slow down and take your time.
When it snows and there's ice, drive slow, be careful.
One driver we spoke with tonight said that he didn't mind driving the roads tonight, but he is worried about a possibly icy commute in the morning. And while there's no measurable snow here in downtown, I can definitely tell you it's cold. Michael, let's send it back on inside to you.
Okay, Jeff, no reports of any major crashes in the Albuquerque area or on I-25 on the way to Santa Fe.